Currently, there's a bipartisan bill in Congress called the Call Center Worker and Consumer Protection Act. When this bill is made into law, a company that sends call center jobs overseas will be the last in line for federal contracts, will not be eligible for federal tax breaks or federal subsidies. In other words, if you send our good American jobs overseas, you don't get our American tax dollars. So far, 61 bipartisan Congress members have co-sponsored H.R. 3596 to protect our tax money from companies that ship our jobs overseas. You, however, Congresswoman, have refused to co-sponsor this bill that will keep jobs in America. How do you justify giving tax breaks and federal subsidies and federal contracts that our tax dollars pay for, and they send our jobs overseas?
Well, Joe, number one, I could certainly take another look at that bill. But in brief, number one, we need to look very carefully at how we do send tax dollars to any company or any contractor. Right now, we give far too many federal tax breaks to too many companies. We need to, and President Obama just said today, we have to simplify the business tax code. I agree with him. We absolutely do. We do too many selections of favorites. And that's not fair. So one way to answer that is to say, look, we should not be doing nearly as much federal interference in company business as we do now. I couldn't agree more. We want to see every job that we can keep in this country stay in this country. But the way to do it intelligently is to make it fairer for us to compete with the rest of the world. We put shackles on our companies right now, and that's not right. The President himself said it today, lower the tax rate so that we can compete with the rest of the world and make it simpler. And that's the best thing we can do.
If I may just follow up, and in fact, and you know this because you've received 247 emails, 180 phone calls, our local president here has also sent you a letter describing the bill in detail. And in fact, on WHUD, I asked you a question. I asked you about supporting that bill, and you told me that you would not support co-sponsor the bill because it would make those companies uncompetitive. I suggest to you, is it a time we do make companies uncompetitive that are willing to send our jobs overseas? And in fact, some of those companies that send call center jobs overseas actually are not paying any tax at all. You cannot make it better for them. We need you to co-sign that bill. It's the right thing to do. 61 bipartisan people. We'd appreciate it.
We should not be subsidizing companies with taxpayer money in any case.